Today, we are honoring one of the most critically acclaimed actresses and directors of our time. We will be honoring Jodie Foster with the 2,580th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Let me tell you a little bit about our honoree, and you can cheer for whatever you like. Born and raised in Los Angeles, California, a native, Jodie Foster began her career at age 3, appearing as the Coppertone girl in television commercials. She then went on to become a regular on a number of television series, including Mayberry RFD, The Courtship of Eddie's Father, My Three Sons, and Paper Moon. She made her feature film debut in Napoleon and Samantha when she was 8 years old. But it was her role in Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore which brought her to the audience's attention, as well as her powerful portrayal of a streetwise teenager in Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver. I think that deserves a little more applause than that. Come on. That film won her widespread critical praise and international attention. She received her first Oscar nomination and awards from the National Society of Film Critics and the Los Angeles Film Critics for her role in Taxi Driver. How about that? At age 8. Jodie's stunning performances as a rape survivor in The Accused and as Special Agent Clarice Starling in the hit thriller The Silence of the Lambs earned her 2 Academy Awards for Best Actress. For her role in The Silence of the Lambs, Jodie was also awarded a Golden Globe, a British Academy Award, a New York Film Critics Award, and a Chicago Film Critics Award. In total, she has appeared in more than 40 films. In 2013, she was presented the Cecil B. DeMille Award from the Hollywood Foreign Press Association for Lifetime Achievement. She made her motion picture directorial debut in 1991 with the highly acclaimed Little Man Tate, in which she also starred. In 1995, she directed and produced her second film, Home for the Holidays. And in 2011, she directed The Beaver. Now, Jodie's most recent film, which she directed, is the thriller Money Monster, starring George Clooney, Julia Roberts, and Jack O'Connell. How many of you seen it? Well, it's going to be released next week by TriStar on May the 13th, so be sure and get your tickets. Now, more recently, Jodie made her television directorial debut. She directed episodes of 2 highly acclaimed Netflix series, Orange is the New Black and House of Cards. Jodie also founded Egg Pictures in 1992. The company produced Nell, which earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress, Home for the Holidays, the Showtime telefilm The Baby Dance, as well as USA Films' Waking the Dead. In 1996, Egg presented the award-winning French film Hate in the United States. Jodie and Egg Pictures also produced The Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys. And so on that note, please help me welcome to the stage our honoree, Jodie Foster. Stand right over here.
Jodie Foster is a fearless artist who has never compromised the integrity of her enormous talents on any project she has ever been part of. Nor has she accepted the limitations sometimes foisted upon performers by society's expectations of what is appropriate or acceptable. Jodie Foster is a bona fide trailblazer that has made it possible for others to follow their own path, a path that can enable other artists and entertainment industry professionals to fulfill their own potential. Thank you, Jodie Foster. From the choices she made as a young actor, most of them edgy and unexpected, and the authenticity she brought to the varied roles she has played throughout her career to her work as a great film director, Jody Foster has blazed a trail for countless others to pursue a career while being true to oneself. For these reasons and many more, Jody Foster is without peer in an industry that has legendary talents and now on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a permanent place worthy of the blessing you give this iconic boulevard by virtue of having your name emblazoned among the stars for everyone to see now and forever. Thank you so much, Jody Foster, and may God bless. And here is a little token of our gratitude.
I watched Taxi Driver when I was far too young to watch it, and I know this because I was already saying that Jodie Foster was my favorite actress before I was cast as her daughter in a movie called Panic Room when I was 10. And technically she was cast as my mom, which at 10 I thought just made perfect sense. I was like, me and Jodie, done. She came onto the movie late, and I was totally there to show her the ropes. She was my first adult friend that was mine. And I have to wonder about the Foster effect. And I do every time a journalist asks me what it was like to spend 8 months in extreme exposure to her at such an impressionable time. Of all the examples I could have had of an actress and a female artist and, like a figurehead of a production, I had her. And there's nothing self-serving about her. She cares about people. She's quite the opposite of the type of person that is gravitated towards being an actress. And we identified that in each other immediately. It's why I was drawn to her before I met her. And trust me, she's way cooler than me. I'm just saying it feels really good to locate and then actually get to derive this energy out of the people that you look up to, your people, the ones that you find in life outside your family that feed you somehow in this affirming and really motivating way. She's a baller on every level. It's out of control. She did everything young. She kicked Yale's ass. She won Oscars. She became a filmmaker herself. She created a family and still is just normal and cool and kind. She got a mariachi band to play at my 11th birthday party, which I thought was very, very nice. She's always encompassed what I thought was sort of the prime example of where you want to be. And she's been there for me. And I haven't seen her in a minute, so I have to thank you for that. And the fact that I could be here for you today is moving beyond a level you probably understand. And she should have had a star on the Walk of Fame when she was 10. So thank you for letting me be here.
In your honor, we are hereby declaring this Jodie Foster Day in Hollywood. You're on.
Wow. Jodie Foster Day on Hollywood Boulevard. Wow, this is amazing. I don't know if you guys know this, but I grew up probably 10 blocks from here off Cahuenga and had to pass this street every day as I was on my way to school, and my mother told us that if she ever found us on Hollywood Boulevard, we shouldn't bother coming home. But we loved it, and it still has all of that excitement that it did as a child. The star ceremony is something that I've always thought of and dreamed of. I told my children when they asked me, why don't you have a star on Hollywood Boulevard? I said I was waiting to have the opportunity to have one as a director. And Sony, so nicely, we love Sony. They let me have my dream come true. So thank you, Sony. Just one more thing to add, we do things like this for our mothers. And my mother can't be here today, but she's here in spirit. She would just be so happy to be here. But there have been many other mothers in my life. Pat Kingsley's here. She's one of my mothers. Kit and Bridget, the women that are proud of you for all that you've done. But the especially nice thing is to be someone else's mother and to see them be here and be proud. And I get to say that I'm kind of Kristen Stewart's mother, which is a pretty awesome thing to be. It's just so wonderful to have watched her grow up I have to say, if I was ever going to be locked in an 8-foot by 15-foot room with someone, I was really glad that it was Kristen Stewart. That was so lovely of her to come here and to support me, and it just means so much, everything that she said. Thank you all for braving the incredibly difficult, drizzly Los Angeles weather to come watch me have a secret fantasy fulfilled. I love Hollywood. This is where I grew up. It's changing and evolving. I enjoyed it when I was growing up. I loved everything that it was when I was here, and I love it now. Thank you very much.